Welcome to the channel, and in this series we visit San Francisco. Our cruise ship docked in San Francisco overnight, so this gave us the opportunity to see some of the city's attractions. And one of the best ways to get around this city is using the cable cars. There were 23 cable car lines in San Francisco, but only 3 remain today. And this was due to the introduction of the tram or the streetcar, the high operational costs, and the earthquake in 1906. I found it fascinating learning how these cable cars were powered. There's no engine, there's no electrics, and there's no overhead power cables. So these cars actually grip onto cables underneath the road. The underground cables run at a constant speed of 9.5 miles per hour, and the grip on the cable car latches onto the underground cables, which actually pulls these cable cars along.
I can see you, I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you, I can see you, I can see you with my closed eyes.
So these are the cable car grips, and they weigh about 400 pounds. And the shoes on the grip will only last about 3 days, so these have to be rebuilt and refurbished. These wooden brake shoes also need to be replaced every 3 days. We jumped on board the Powell-Hyde cable car and headed off to Chinatown. So whilst you ride along with us, here are a few interesting facts about San Francisco. The Spanish first explored this area in 1769, and it became a Spanish outpost until Mexico gained its independence from Spain in 1821, and this area was controlled by the Mexican government. And San Francisco was originally called Yerba Buena, which means good herb in Spanish. There was a Mexican-American War which ended in 1848, and the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was signed, and this treaty would have Mexico give up 55% of its territory to the United States, and one of these states was California. As luck would have it, in 1849 we saw the start of the gold rush. The gold rush fueled the US economy, and this led to the construction of the first transcontinental railroad. The gold rush had people arriving from all over the world looking to make their fortune, and the first Chinese immigrants arrived in 1848.
Take control, this cruise life is good for the soul. Hey yo, let's sail away, let's go. There's a party on lead, don't feel the flow. Laughing and dancing, we're all in the zone. This cruise ship life will never be alone. I'll never be alone. I'll never be alone. By day we explore, by night we ignite. Dancing on the stars, everything feels right. From the buffet line to the DJ's hype, we're living it up, surrounded by the sights. So raise a glass, let's make a toast. In this floating paradise, we're living the most. Hey, yo, let's sail away, let's go. There's a party on Lido, feel the flow. Laughing and dancing, we're all in the zone. This cruise ship life will never be alone. So come aboard, let's make it last. Sailing through the night, leaving worries in the past. Hey, yo, let's sail away, let's go. There's a party on Lido, feel the flow. Laughing and dancing, we're all in the zone. This cruise ship life will never be alone. I'll never be alone. I'll never be alone. fast, sailing through the night, leaving worries in the past.
San Francisco is 47 square miles in size and is home to over 800,000 residents, and that's more than 18,000 people per square mile. And this makes San Francisco the second most densely populated city in America behind New York. We're about to enter San Francisco's Chinatown, which is the oldest Chinatown in North America. And as I previously mentioned, Chinese immigrants began arriving in San Francisco during the gold rush in around 1848-1849. The press gave this neighbourhood the name Chinatown in 1853. This is the Chinatown Dragon Gate, a gift from Taiwan, which opened in 1970. This gateway will take you along Grant Avenue and into the heart of Chinatown itself. In today's world, Chinatown is a top destination for tourists and is considered to be the unofficial capital of Chinese America. It's home to tea rooms, Taoist temples, dim sum palaces, dragon sculptures, pagodas and murals. Chinatown consists of about 30 blocks and is home to over 10,000 people. It's a great place to meander and take in that authentic Chinese culture. Who would you say is San Francisco's most famous native son? There are some great candidates: Joe DiMaggio, Clint Eastwood, Carlos Santana, but for me it has to be Bruce Lee. This is Portsmouth Square in Chinatown, and this is recognised as the city's first park, originally called Plaza de Yerba Buena, as it was established while California was still part of Mexico, and this statue is a replica of the goddess of democracy, a symbol of human rights, democracy and freedom. The original statue was made by students in Beijing in 1989 to support the Tiananmen Square protest for democracy. So all that walking around built us up an appetite, and we found a place on the edge of Chinatown called the Spicy King. We found this place on TripAdvisor and it didn't disappoint. The service was great and the portions were huge. That was another great day out, so all we had to do was navigate our way back to the cruise ship. Thank you very much for tuning in, and if you enjoyed it, please consider commenting, liking and subscribing.